So, welcome to Remarkable Ideas for Remarkable Change. I'm your host, Tim Nash, and with me today is Shivangi Walke. Shivangi is a leadership branding coach and the founder of Thrive with Mentoring, I believe is the correct title. Shivangi, welcome. Thanks for being with us.
Thank you. Thank you. It's really great, Tim, to be chatting with you on this platform.
Well, it's sunny here in Munich. I don't know, you're based in Zurich. How is it there today?
It's fantastic, actually. Yes, and it has been sunny for a few days. I think, especially in these COVID times, it's been really. I think we've been privileged to at least have good weather in this country,
That
so
is
can't
true.
complain.
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, Shivangi is not an old contact, but we did meet about a year ago. So
Yeah.
we have stayed in touch through LinkedIn, and recently we got reconnected, and I saw a video that she made and a few ideas that she presented, and I thought, wow, this would be great to share with remarkable ideas for remarkable change. This web series. And without going into too much detail, Shivangi, please share with us this idea.
Yeah, so and it's challenging, right, Tim, to just share one idea, but I'm going to
It
try.
is. It is.
So my idea is, as you start to walk on the way appears, and this is a quote by Rumi. Yeah, I mean that is it. As you start to walk on the way appears.
This is a remarkable idea that's been around for a while, and I would like to hear your opinion. What makes it remarkable for you?
In my experience, many times we overthink things. Really thinking about these COVID times when many of us, want to do some of those things that we postponed and said, "I'll do it one day." It might be that you want to build. You're in a job and you want to build a side hustle, or you want to write a book, or you want to publish your music. And I've seen that though the idea, or let's say the theoretical idea has been around for a while,
Mm-hmm.
and we might be even reading things saying if you want to start something, the best way to do that is to start. We don't necessarily do that because there's something that holds us back, and I think the remarkableness of that thought is really that perspective shifting that we need. I mean, I had a great instance of that this morning when I went to walk behind my house in the
Mm-hmm.
woods, and it was there was a morning fog, and I decided to take a slightly different route than I always do, and I thought, but I don't know, and there is this element of fear that comes in. I don't know what happens.
Sure.
It's like you cannot predict where or what exactly will happen, right? Despite
Mm-hmm.
knowing that it'll be okay. I mean, nothing that drastic is going to happen. And then I did that, right? I actually started to walk on the way, and the way appeared, because the closer you go, the more you experiment with things, the how of things starts to unravel. And
Mm-hmm.
if we get caught into just figuring out everything and doing too much research and really knowing what we are going to do in 2 years and 5 years from now, we're never going to start. So my
Mm-hmm.
idea is, even if you're taking these baby steps, just start walking on the way,
Mm-hmm.
because the how is going to come out of those experiments that you will do in the beginning.
Absolutely. Well, you mentioned during this COVID time, there are fears and there's uncertainty. It is a great time to start something new or to restart something. What tip would you give to someone who, he has the idea and wants to do something, but just doesn't really know how to start, or needs a little push or a little motivation to get started? What tip would you give that person?
Well, as the founder of Thrive with Mentoring, I would say get a mentor. because because I think mentors are really fantastic people to
Mm-hmm.
give you that nudge to do the things that you always wanted to do. But we're very good at self-editing our ideas, right? And thinking
Mm-hmm.
about why something will not work. And I think when we spell out what we want to do in the presence of a mentor, the
Mm-hmm.
chances are higher that we'll take action. But if you were to do this by yourself,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, one of the questions, a more practical question that I would ask you to ask yourself is,
Mm-hmm.
what's the worst that can happen?
Mm-hmm.
By doing something, right? What's the worst that can happen? And often nothing nothing is going to happen, but
Mm-hmm.
till we keep it in our mind, until we have not taken some action, even if it is a small action, right?
Mm-hmm.
Talk about this notion of micro steps or micro habits. It's
Mm-hmm.
really that little action then that gives you the momentum, and
Mm-hmm.
then that starts something. I mean, I really like to quote this whole experience I've had with starting Thrive as an organization, which started as a little idea and a little group
Mm-hmm.
in one city. And I'm sure that we have kept reinventing ourselves over the last 2 years. And it might
Mm-hmm.
seem today like a big organization which started with a big plan and a big vision, but it did not. It
Mm-hmm.
started as a small idea in a small way, and then it kept reinventing itself. So yeah, I think that would be my recommendation. Start with any one thing. Don't even think what is the best first step. That's another way to stay stuck,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yeah.
Take one step and you will realize if that was the best one or not. And if it is
Mm-hmm.
not, then take another step and see what's going to
A
work.
different one. Okay, that is fantastic advice. Well, you've inspired me to take one of those little steps. So, Shivangi, thank you for your input. Thanks for your time today, and I wish you a nice sunny day. And hope to see you again very soon.
Thank you, Tim. Thank you so much.
Thanks,
Bye.
Shivangi. Bye bye.